I'll open it. I'm not afraid. What's up, guys? Omni here. You guys know how it goes. Another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Guys, I don't have any special announcements for today. I just want to say thanks for all your support recently. You guys have been liking the like button a lot and subscribing, and it's definitely been showing. It looks like my videos do a lot better when you guys comment, when you guys like and subscribe. I know it's like the it's that stupid YouTube trope, like, comment, subscribe, but apparently it helps boost, I guess, engagement in terms of making the video better. And so yeah, if you guys do that, that helps me out a lot. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's get into the news. So Speedster 101 said Minecraft streamer Fundy getting canceled for an insensitive joke. So in case you guys weren't aware, a YouTuber by the name of Fundy was on a stream with a YouTuber by the name of Quackity. Both of them are very well-known, popular Minecraft YouTubers. And along with the stream, there was KSI. KSI, very OG, popular YouTuber. He makes music now. Lives in the UK. You probably know these guys. In case you don't know Fundy, Fundy's a pretty big deal. 2.72 million subscribers on YouTube, where yeah, he just hits like 4 million, 5 million, 6 million views for Minecraft videos. And he usually makes videos talking about Dream and sometimes George Not Found. So yeah, what had happened was the three of them plus maybe another person, I'm not sure, but yeah, they were playing Jackbox. Jackbox is a popular game that people play on Twitch, and it's it does lead to events like this happening because it's a comedy game where people can submit their own requests. I'll show you the clips that are in question. So yeah, the first clip is, this is Quackity, by the way. I don't think he was involved in any of this, but yeah, I think it was just KSI and Fundy that were, you know, making some of the jokes that made some people very, very upset. This joke was specifically Jackbox thing that said this year's least popular kids toys is the blank, and that's what KSI responded with. I'll just go ahead and play the clip for you.
I did not vote either. Why did the audience vote for that one? Audience, what the?
So yeah, joke there by KSI about kids being molested. Then there was another clip here that basically was what Fundy had said, and I'll play the clip right now for you.
Well, you never want to hear afterwards. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
KSI is getting down a school episode.
Wow, wow, what an answer.
So yeah, that was Fundy poking fun and making jokes about date R, the R word, can't say the R, but yeah, drugging a girl. And finally, there's this clip here where they're kind of acknowledging that, you know, they're kind of being like Twitter canceled or whatever.
Guys, don't cancel me and Fundy, please. I see the tweets. It hurts my feelings.
Good jokes, good jokes, good jokes. Listen.
The jokes, please.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, who's up next? Anyway.
So yeah, this made a lot of people mad, obviously, on Twitter, because, you know, Twitter gets mad for everything. I would say in this case, yeah, it's a little bit more, I would say, justified. But yeah, some of the top comments, there's one here that reads by Sophie that says, Fundy and KSI are adults that make adult-themed jokes. Don't be sensitive when an adult makes a joke that is considered dark humor. Then putting, you know, dark comedy as a definition. I'm sure you guys know what dark comedy is. It's when you talk about jokes that you probably shouldn't be joking about, you know, but that is part of the joke. You know what it is. Girl named Elise said, reminder not to blame Quackity for Fundy and KSI's jokes. Just because it was his lobby, it's not his fault. They decided to act up tonight. Girl named Asteria tweeted, trigger warning, R-word, drug usage, and domestic abuse. Hey, if you're logging in, please do not watch the Quackity VOD. It's not worth it. Fundy and KSI making very triggering jokes about R-word and hitting women and molesting children. If you're affected by these topics, please don't watch it. Yeah, that's basically the receipts. The idea is that there are a side of people who want to cancel, or I guess educate KSI and Fundy for their jokes being inappropriate, while there's another side of people who feel like they're just telling jokes as an adults and it's completely fine because it's dark humor. In my opinion, I think this comes down to a battle of beliefs. Like, obviously you have one side who, you know, believes that dark comedy is terrible. It shouldn't even be allowed. It shouldn't be a place where adults joke about things like this. And then you have the other side who thinks like, yeah, you know, comedy is subjective. You can joke about anything as long as it's funny. To me, I can see both sides of this. Like, I can see people being triggered by some of these things that are being said 1000%. At the same time, I'm pretty sure I watched a stand-up on Netflix the other day. It was a bunch of stand-up comedians, and they were telling awful completely awful dark humor jokes, and yeah, Netflix had it on like the top 10 to watch type of video, so it's kind of being pushed out as content. So the people out there who are saying like, hey, we need to educate KSI or educate Fundy, I don't think they need any education. I think they know that what they're saying in terms of, you know, it being in a literal usage is wrong. I'm pretty sure they know that for a fact, but they're saying it as a joke for dark humor specifically. So honestly, in all good faith, I can't really say what I think would be the best decision or the best thing to do after this, because I believe there are like two separate worlds, two different types of audience of people who accept this type of culture and people who don't accept this kind of culture. I think for now, like if you're going to have a stream like that where you're going to do dark humor, the best case scenario is to probably do an 18 plus like moderation thing, like making sure that it's 18 plus, you know, no kids can come in, and also maybe give some trigger warnings saying like, hey, you know, we want to be pretty offensive, so just letting you guys know we're going to have some offensive jokes in here kind of thing, kind of just as a prerequisite. I think that would probably be the best to protect people from getting triggered, also, you know, allowing them to leave, but also allowing the audience who likes the dark comedy to stay. I think that's kind of the middle point right now, but I do see both sides in terms of humor is subjective, dark comedy is fine, and you shouldn't say any of those things. So this one's crazy, y'all, okay? Buff Max said Maximilian Musk making a Discord to tell his fans to harass and try to get streamers banned. This dude is telling his fans to do really screwed up stuff. Critical made a video on it. Imagine if someone like Dream did what Maximilian Musk did. This has nothing to do with Dream, so we don't need to talk about Dream like that. I mean, if he did something like this, it would be crazy, but we don't need to talk about Dream. Anyway, in case you guys didn't know, MoistCritikal, aka Charlie, made a video titled "This is the Worst YouTuber," where he highlights a YouTuber by the name of Maximilian Musk. Currently, he has 1.47 million subscribers on YouTube, where he makes Call of Duty videos, about 5 to 10 minutes long. Some of the titles here being toxic, then playing victim in Modern Warfare, offending people by being liberal in Modern Warfare, humiliating toxic players in Modern Warfare, winning all my Modern Warfare arguments because trolling people, etc. So as you guys can see, this guy is he likes to stir up problems, which is fine. There's an audience for it, people trolling and all that stuff. I'm not knocking all of that, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, so MoistCritikal made this video. It has 2.5 million views already, and it's something that you guys should probably watch if you're curious. I'm not going to regurgitate everything that he said. I'll give you a quick summary, but after the summary, if you're still interested, you should definitely watch this video, because Charlie goes into a lot of details and gives a lot of receipts about all the terrible things this guy has done, which includes but is not limited to doxing streamers and threatening to kill them, holding streamers hostage by having his Discord community go in there and spam racist comments and basically threaten to get their channels banned. Sometimes he'll tell his Discord community to misrepresent themselves, so he would say like, hey, tell them that you're coming from another community, like another streamer, so simultaneously 2 streamers who aren't even affected get banned. Apparently he's been bullying a lot of streamers. He basically told one streamer to basically eat their own crap, basically, and made him do it on stream, and has been harassing people to the point where they've been begging for forgiveness. So yeah, the reason why Charlie kind of stepped in is because basically they came after him. They came to his chat, and he basically made a comment, exposing them and talking about what's been happening, because the worst deplorable act that's been happening is that apparently there's been CP, child P, that has been basically being distributed in his Discords. Apparently his Discords always get evaporated because of the distribution of it, and then they redo it again and they say it's a joke, and they just redo the Discord community streams and just keep recycling it over and over again. Anyway, yeah, that's like my summary of it. You should definitely, again, watch Charlie's version of it. I'm gonna link it in the description below, but it's some messed up stuff, bro. It's like, I can't believe somebody like this exists on the platform. I don't know how long this has been public information, but the fact that this guy has any kind of platform whatsoever, if this stuff is all true, it's absolutely disgusting. As you can see in some of the comments below, like a lot of people are very concerned about this guy's existence. Superfry says it's actually scary that there's a person who can do things like this and that they were even allowed to be on the internet. Shahir said this isn't even toxic, it's just criminal at that point, man. Zone said he's literally running a cult. And as you scroll down, there's just more and more people that are just completely disgusted by this guy's behavior. So yeah, guys, that's actually just the situation as of right now, and I tried to check his Twitter, and he doesn't actually have a Twitter account, and in terms of his YouTube, there hasn't been any activity as you saw before. But now that Charlie has basically signal boosted this, I'm curious to see where it goes. It's a crazy video. You guys should watch it. I'm curious to see if he responds to it. I'm curious to see if he just continues uploading on YouTube like there's nothing that happened. I'm curious to see if YouTube actually responds to what's been going on, because it's wild. We were just talking about how PewDiePie got Coco removed just the other day. Coco being his music video with kids. It was a satire video, but I still feel like I've said before, YouTube just has a ton of channels with people who are doing very, very terrible, heinous things, and they just, basically turn a blind eye to him. It's I don't get it. It's completely backwards. Like, we're not focusing on PewDiePie. He's not problematic, bro. Like, there are actual people out here threatening people's lives and their livelihoods. So yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's any updates to this situation. I do appreciate Charlie kind of making that video and giving that the exposure that it needed, and I hope that him and his community and everyone else stays safe. So yeah, here's a little bit of a non-dramatic news to kind of like rinse the sour taste in your mouth that you probably had from the last two. Zawardo Shikdom said Avatar: The Last Airbender Netflix remake. Basically, they are making Katara the older sibling, making her 16 and Sokka 14. Now again, don't worry, I'm not going to say any spoilers or anything like that. All you really need to know, and you'll know this on the first episode, is that Katara and Sokka, they're brother and sister. More importantly, in the first episode, you also know that Sokka is the older brother and Katara is the younger sister. That dynamic is very important just because it basically shapes their entire personalities. But yeah, people are pissed off because number one, Netflix is definitely going to make this show terrible. Just 100%. Netflix just has a history of taking good things and making it very, very bad, but still profiting off it. That's just the Netflix special. But a lot of people, I think, are worried that by making Katara a little bit older, that they're going to try to sexualize her, which is not something that was actually in Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not sure what it is with the people who make these shows who want to kind of like, you know, let's sexualize these kids, you know, let's make them go older. It's not cuties or whatever, but it's just like, it's always something sus. And I don't know why they need to, you know, introduce sex into a series that had nothing to do with it. There's no sex in Avatar: The Last Airbender at all. If anything, there's just like harmless flirting amongst like young kids, but the show is perfect in itself. There's no reason to try to age these people and turn them into adults and then sexualize it and make relationships out of it, because the story is good. I feel like when you start introducing all of those different aspects into a show to readapt it, you're taking away from what the show actually was and what made it brilliant by introducing these relationships that don't need to happen. So yeah, a lot of people were upset about this, and justly so. I mean, I'm a huge Avatar: The Last Airbender fan now after just recently watching it, and I know they're going to ruin it. I might watch parts of it just to see what they do to my son, to my child, to see what they've done to my boy, and maybe we'll do a review of it or something like that. But yeah, that's the Avatar news. So at Kerbal Fan said, you know, Omni, has anyone ever asked what you want to talk about? Had like the most likes in a thread. Yes, I have been asked that once before. Sometimes I get asked it and sometimes I don't see it, but yeah, I have been asked that. Like, I don't have any like crazy news that I want to talk about, so I'll just use this segment to just basically say, thanks for watching. I know my videos are getting kind of long now. It's absolutely wild, almost 30-minute long videos sometimes, and a lot of you come in here and you chill and you sit back, you relax, you unclench your jaw, and you know, you do all those things, and you guys watch the entirety of the video, and I really appreciate it. I will say that I was kind of worried that by making longer videos that you guys wouldn't want to watch them, because I don't know, I just, you know, figured that people just want to watch short 8-minute videos like what I used to make. But yeah, I've, you know, kind of gotten addicted to this format because I just like talking to you guys, responding to you guys on Twitter, and it feels a lot more just, I don't know, relatable. I feel like I'm just talking directly to you versus kind of like at you. So yeah, anyway, yeah, I just want to use this segment to say thanks for, you know, sitting through this. If you're watching this right now and you're listening to me right now, this means you sat through at least 15 minutes of the video. I don't know what the timestamp is specifically, but I do appreciate it. And if you don't want to watch all the news, that's totally fine. I have timestamps in there for you guys if you want to skip around and all that. But I would love it if you guys just stayed around and just, you know, have me on the background. It helps me out with the algorithm when you guys watch the whole video. And again, I appreciate when you guys like, subscribe, comment. I guess I'm kind of like shilling, but when you guys do that stuff, it really, really boosts my videos and channels, and I appreciate it. So thank you guys. So yeah, A-Crib, he sent me this tweet. I heard about this. It's a Go Nintendo tweet that says Miitopia gets an 18+ rating in Russia due to same-sex relationships. And for those of you who don't know and didn't watch my Nintendo Direct experience video from a couple days ago where we talked about all the games, Miitopia is one of the games that they announced for Nintendo Switch. I think it was originally on the 3DS and now it's coming to Miitopia, and apparently it's actually pretty good. A lot of people have been saying like they've played it and they love it, and you can lose a lot of hours to it. It's like an RPG type style with your basically your Miis, and it looks kind of cute. Anyway, we'll go ahead and read the article. It's only like 2 paragraphs. They said, here in North America, the original release of Miitopia on the 3DS snagged an E for everyone rating from ESRB. While the Switch version of the game hasn't been rated yet, it'll likely secure the same rating, as it's mostly a port of the original. Over in Russia, the game's age rating is very different. Continue, while the 18+ rating is usually reserved for titles like Grand Theft Auto, Miitopia's Switch release in Russia will indeed be rated 18+. Wow. Wow, bro, this game is getting rated the same rating as Grand Theft Auto? That's wild. The article continues, this is due to the game's portrayal of same-sex relationships as they go against the country's bill for the purpose of protecting children from information advocating for a denial of traditional family values. Wow. I did not know that existed. I didn't know that bill existed in Russia. So essentially, Russia has a bill that protects children from being, exposed to gay people? Is that what it's saying, basically? Like, traditional family values, I imagine traditional means just man, woman, husband, wife. That's the traditional family value. And they're basically saying that same-sex couples is not traditional, therefore we need to protect the children from it. Like, that's really messed up, I feel like. Any content with same-sex relationships is automatically slapped with the 18+ rating in Russia with absolutely no exception. So yeah, obviously guys, the comment section is really, heated about it. They're really upset about all this because, it just seems like a spit in the face of anyone who isn't like, a straight person. You know what I'm saying? Like a man and a wife are just straight. Other than that, you're 18+ and you have to be protected from kids. It's kind of weird. But yeah, this person, General Salty, said they're actually just friendships in the game. I don't think sexual relationships are a thing in the game. That's what I was wondering too. I even got a relationship to a high AF level and it was still a friendship, which somebody replied, the most sexual it got was someone buying someone else a broken bike. So yeah, that's the situation, guys. Apparently in Soviet Russia, if you want to learn about being gay, you have to be at least 18. And it's a protected, I think the word protected kind of just rubs me off the wrong way because it makes it seem like having any other value outside of what is considered traditional is an attack on traditional values. It feels very wrong, but yeah, that's the story. And then yeah, guys, finally, a lot of you guys asked me to talk about the Anime Awards because they've released the results of the best anime for the year along with other categories. So yeah, I'll just go ahead through it. I think it's only a few of them, so in case you guys are just curious to know who won, yeah, I'll let you know. So right off the bat, the moment you've been waiting for, the winner of Anime of the Year is Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the animes that I have on my to-watch list, so I'm very happy that it won because apparently it has good ratings, and I love to know that there's an anime that I haven't watched that is highly rated. Sometimes I'm worried that I've watched all the good anime and nothing good is left. So it's good to know that there is anime to basically catch up on and watch. So yeah. And by the way, guys, I'm not going to put any spoilers for you, so don't worry about it. Next up for best ending, you have Lost in Paradise by ATLA. I haven't watched this anime. I have no idea what it's about, but yeah, they got a best ending. All right, and next up we got best boy, and it went to Haikyuu, my boy Shoyo Hinata. This is one of my favorite animes of all time. It's one of the best sports animes I've ever seen. I think you guys would absolutely love it. I'm glad he won it. I love this anime. I highly recommend it. If you don't like anime, I highly recommend it. And so yeah, for best antagonist, it goes to Ryomen Sukuna, which again is from Jujutsu Kaisen, which makes me even more excited to know that the antagonist, aka the bad guy, is brilliant. If he got the best antagonist, I love shows with really good antagonists, because if you don't have a good antagonist, I feel like you don't have a good show, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's like Joker from Batman. I feel like he makes Batman. So if this guy is really good, that's really good news. And then guys, the best girl goes to Kaguya Shinomiya from Kaguya Love is War. This is one of my favorite animes of the 2020 season as well. It's so good. It's a comedy/romance. If you like comedy/romance, this is it. I watched it not expecting it to be amazing, and I fell in love with it. Anyway guys, there's more awards on there, but I won't go through all of them because there's just a lot of them, and some of them are kind of like spoilers. Like it'll be like the best fight scene, and it'll be like somebody versus somebody, like, oh wow, they fight. So again, I'm trying to keep you guys away from spoilers. So yeah, that's the Crunchyroll Anime Awards. Let me know how you guys feel about the Anime Awards and the results in the comments below. Sorry fellas, we're gonna cut it short. No 30-minute video today, probably. I haven't edited the video yet, so I don't think it's gonna be 30 minutes, but that's the end of the video. If you made it to the end, again, I've asked a million times, but could you please remember to leave a like? It's kind of like a roll call. Helps me to know that you made it to the end, and that it really helps for engagement. And subscribe if you guys haven't already. If you made it to the end and you're not subscribed and you enjoy my content, then yeah, just hit the button. It would help me out a lot. And yeah, that's all. Anyway, otherwise, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you guys. Hope you guys have a really good rest of your day, good rest of your weekend. Texas, again, I hope you guys are staying up. Again, I hear that things are getting a little bit better from you. If you're from Texas and you made it to the end, let me know how you guys are doing. Okay, I heard I think you guys are thawing out a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing a lot better. I was very worried about you guys. Otherwise, the rest of you guys, stay warm, stay hydrated, stay healthy, all right? And have a good one. Peace.